Hi, y'all. This is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I am here to do the leap of faith. So, this is a new spread. It's my first day doing it. But my guides really wanted us to start this. So, please let me know how it resonates with you. And if they make sense, then we will keep doing it. So, if you are new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for being here. And if you've been here before, thank you for coming back as always. I appreciate my tribe so much, and I just can't thank y'all enough for supporting me. But these are going to be general readings. It is for Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And the way that this works is, it can be really hard to take a leap of faith sometimes. And these are things that each week our guides, Christ consciousness, source, whatever you want to call it, want us to move towards and accept. And there are things that are in our past that might be blocking us from this. So it's bringing awareness, it's giving us the confirmations we need in order to move forward with faith in our hearts and open our arms wide to the opportunities that are at hand. So these will help us move forward diligently and courageously. Okay, so we are going to go by each sign, starting with Cancer. So I'm going to try really hard to keep track of these. Okay. And let's see what Cancer has going on. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And make sure that y'all like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you're catching the replay, drop me a comment. Let me know how these resonate with you, okay? So let's see, what is blocking Cancer from taking a leap of faith this week? Okay. Ooh, all right. Well, let me pull some more cards and see what we get from this, okay? So what is Cancer's current energy? Okay. And y'all are getting all the cards, y'all. All the cards. Okay. So y'all by far have had the most cards pulled. Like, y'all are doing the mostest. All right. So with that being said, on the bottom of the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles. So this week could really be about trying to keep balanced when making a hard decision. Okay, so I can definitely see it at the end of your spread and definitely towards the middle. This does have to do with relationships, though. If you have watched my channel, you know that when I say love relationships, it can go through so many different aspects. It's not just like love relationships. This could be your friends, it could be your family, it could be, significant other, your children, whatever it is. So please take how it applies. Now, there seems this week that there is a decision you're going to have to make. And yes, it might be a very hard one to do. Okay. This is not going to be an easy decision for you Cancerians. But let's see, what signs am I picking up? I have Fire, Libra, Virgo, Gemini. I also have Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. So if any of those signs make sense to you, please take however that resonates. But what it seems like is that you are kind of at a crossroads with someone. I do see that someone is trying, okay, like with the Page of Pentacles, this talks about someone who is trying to get, more information, higher understanding. Someone could be going to school, that kind of thing. Now, in your past that is blocking you from making this decision is obviously your history. Okay. With the Magician card being here with the Two of Cups, not only does this talk about a really deep, deep connection. Okay. And when I say cutting off someone, it doesn't necessarily mean like you have to wipe your hands dry and never talk to them again. This could be just for a season. It could be you creating boundaries, whatever the case may be. But with the Magician card being here with the Two of Cups, this really talks about someone who could be like an instant manifester. Maybe you're the instant manifester and you don't even realize it. Okay. Maybe you called in this connection and like you wanted someone to come in and make you feel better and, you know, whatever have you. But from what it's seeming like is that either you weren't ready for this connection or they're not ready for you. Okay. Because the stuff that I'm seeing going on in here is pretty rough. So this is definitely a past connection though, because this represents your past. And usually I would say maybe this was like the foundation of past relationships that might be affecting the present. But what I'm getting from this is someone you have history with. Okay. So understand that, you know, we are the creator of our realities, especially when it comes to our relationships. If we are constantly fearful of our relationships and the way that we express or the way that we interact within our relationships, then we are going to create more chaos than necessary. Okay. So be very aware of that when it comes to the rest of this spread. Okay. So moving into your current energy, we have the Page of Staffs, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, the Justice card, which can represent Libra or the, you know, court system, legal documents, final ending, creating balance, whatever the case may be. But then we also have the Eight of Cups. So I definitely see you walking away from someone that or something that is very disappointing and just no longer satisfying because you're moving on to the Nine of Cups and the Ten of Cups energy. You're looking for something better. Okay. Something that's definitely more fulfilling. Now, with the Page of Staffs being here, if you are not dealing with the fire sign, then this is talking about the bravery that is going to be needed to cut this shit out. Okay. This is talking about taking taking action on the decision to cut this or finalize this decision and moving forward. Okay, is really what I'm picking up. I do feel with the Justice card, I see the 8, which does represent the infinity to me. And on the Two of Pentacles as well, there is the infinity symbol on the Two of Pentacles. So this could be a cycle that you have been going through over and over again with this person, especially if you were dealing with the Libra. But I feel like this has just kind of created a lot of imbalance in your life, and it's going to walking away from this or detaching yourself from this energy is going to be the best case scenario. Okay. Because there are opportunities for excitement and adventure that awaits you, Cancer, but you also have to understand that things that are in the past need to be left in the past. Do not carry that with you. Okay. Because it could be severely affecting your relationships. You know that there is something better waiting for you. This is definitely a part of your spiritual journey and getting more in touch with your emotions and using the law of attraction to bring things in. But you also have to understand that you have to be a vibrational match for what you're calling in. If you are calling in things on a higher vibration, but you're still holding on to a lot of this stuff that you're going through these karmic cycles with, then that energy is still carrying with you, and you're not going to get exactly what you feel that you have been calling in, especially with the Magician card. Okay. So moving in to what are they wanting you to take a leap of faith with? again, it's kind of the same storyline. We have the decision card, which talks about releasing yourself from things that are holding you back, that no longer serve a purpose in your life. Okay. There could be communication. So I'm kind of assuming that this is having the conversation about what this person actually did to you, meant to you, whether you have that conversation with that person or not, whether this is you talking yourself through it because either you or them or not, or were non-committal, right? This is someone that cannot fully commit to you, therefore you cannot fully commit to someone else because of the energy that is still lying there. So when it comes to the release, this is going to be a big purge week for you Cancerians, okay? But it is needed to be spoken about, okay? Like, you need to be able to talk yourself through this, or speak to your higher self, your spirit guides, and allow the flow of energy to come through. Allow yourself to feel that and honor the things that you have been through, because these are things that you do not want to carry with you into your future relationships. I can tell you that right now. But you need to release the past and honor the heartbreak and the trials and tribulations that you have been through, because there are, like I said, new opportunities that are coming in for you. But this energy, this residual energy from your past, is severely affecting the way that you are committing to your relationships, either now or in the future. So be very, very aware of that, okay? Is there any extra guidance that you have for Cancerians' future when it comes to relationships if they leave the past behind, please? I want to leave y'all on a more positive note. What will happen if they leave the past in the past and go through this healing process? Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. Okay. So, I mean, okay, this is going to be a hard one for y'all. With the moon being in reverse, this tells me you're not listening to your intuition, that you're not facing your fears. You're moving so fast and so blindly, but yet staying stagnant. So there's a lot of contradicting energy there. Maybe this... Listen, the new moon in Gemini has kind of thrown everyone in a tizzy, has brought up a lot of fears that have been involved. So maybe these past things have been coming up for reflection in order to be released, and you're having a hard time releasing them. So if you find yourself projecting into your relationships now, understand that's probably where it's coming from. And hopefully by next week, this energy will have shifted for you. Don't be afraid to be different, okay? You are lovable. You have lovable qualities. You are important. You deserve to give and receive love on an unconditional basis. You deserve to feel compassion and give compassion. You don't have to stay in pain. Okay, you do not have to stay in fear. And I just feel the need to say that you are loved, you are supported, and you have the ability to change this around. Okay, so I hope that helps y'all. Yeah, y'all got all the damn messages, y'all. Okay, so with that being said, we are going to move on to Scorpio. So say 1430. All right. So Scorpio, what leap of faith does Scorpio have in store for them? First, let's focus on the blockage in the past. What is keeping them from taking this leap of faith? We have the Tower card. So maybe you have this really strange fear about unexpected like circumstances coming up, shaking things up. You know what I'm saying? We'll dive more into that. Okay. Oh, talk about a big week for Scorpio. You have 3 major arcanas on the board already, and moving into what are we taking a leap of faith with? Yes, to gain more truth and clarity. On the bottom, we have the 3 of Swords, though. Okay. So do understand, especially with the Magician and the 9 of Pentacles on there. Okay. So even though there might be some circumstances that are really conflicting in the heart space, okay, the past is behind you. You don't have to repeat it. You are the manifester of your reality. And if you want abundance, you can have it. Okay. But in the past, this is what's blocking you. Okay. And the Change Your Life card, you know, this does represent Tower in traditional tarot. This is talking about unexpected circumstances coming up, shaking, rattling your life. And, you know, some people are really scared of the Tower, but I really embrace it now because I feel that it gives us that opportunity to clear the slate in order to build a new foundation for ourselves, to give us that freedom that we've been looking for. And it's really time to stop procrastinating on certain things. Maybe you're scared of shaking things up, so you keep quiet, or you know, maybe you don't do something because you're scared of the repercussions, those kind of things. But some of us can be really resistant to change, and now it's time to really embrace it with all you have, Scorpio, okay? Moving into your current energy, we have the Perspective card, which represents the Hangman, okay? And the Decision card, which talks about releasing yourself from things that hold you back. So there could be certain aspects of your life, again, you know, with this 3 major arcanas, y'all. But again, it kind of feels that same way. Like, are you procrastinating on speaking up, acting out, doing what you feel you need to do? Are you procrastinating on the release process because you don't want to feel the pain? You know what I'm saying? Like, we all know that when it comes to the purge and we're having to do the reflection process, that no, it's not easy when you have to feel all these emotions and you're not used to feeling it. But that's the thing, y'all. Emotions are there for a reason. If we don't allow ourselves to fully feel them, then we're not fully experiencing them. You need to really get to that core issue, that core feeling, and allow yourself to fully let it out. Let it go. And instead of just kind of sitting on this, because it's like you keep going over the same thing over and over and over again. Like, you just keep holding back, holding back, holding back. And now it's telling you it is time. It is time to open those floodgates and allow yourself to truly experience the release, okay? You know, you could have a lack of self-confidence when it comes to standing up for yourself or speaking out. You might feel like you're trapped in a situation where you're having to just sit there and hope things turn out in your favor. That is not the way to do this, okay? If there is something, or, you know, that needs to be said or done, you need to do it. Okay, you need to trust that whatever is coming up for you is coming up for a reason, not things out of fear, but out of inspiration, right? If you feel that you need to set boundaries, set boundaries. If you feel like you need to go get that new job, go get that new job. If you see someone that catches your eye across the damn parking lot and you want to go say hi, say hi. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't stop yourself from being who you authentically are in fear of someone else not receiving it well. You know what I'm saying? Because you always need to be clear and honest with your communication and with your thought process. And that is where the Ace of Swords comes in. They're telling you, by coming into this energy, you will have more clarity, you will have more truth, you will have a deeper understanding of everything that's going on. And this is a good time to clear up any communication issues with anyone in your life that you feel you need to release these feelings or these words or these thoughts. Okay, so understand this is going to be a huge week for y'all, but anything that is causing a discomfort needs to be addressed. Okay, so I know that one's kind of short and sweet, but it is what it is. So moving on to Pisces. All right. So Pisces, you were my last ones. What is going on with Pisces? What is the blockage? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus for Pisces for this week. That is way too many, y'all. They giving these water signs all the cards, y'all. All right. Two of Pentacles and Two of Swords. What is the current energy for Pisces? Current energy for Pisces this week, please. When it comes to taking a leap of faith. Okay. All right. And seems like the water signs are going through a lot this week. All right. Okay. All right. On the bottom of the deck, we have the Nine of Cups, the Empress, and the King of Pentacles. Seems like there's a lot underneath that too. We have a lot of major arcanas for these water signs, okay? You really need to listen to your intuition. Do not sit on any decision-making processes for too long this week, especially if you are dealing with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. This is definitely a time for you to believe in your decision-making processes, because you have the ability to get to a higher ranking place in your life, and you need to be a priority, okay? But all your hopes and your dreams will be fulfilled when you start to embrace this Empress energy, allowing yourself to be creative, knowing that you have the ability to start whatever it is that needs to be started, and to see it go through, like you have the ability to see it follow through, okay? So whatever you have to do in order to make these things happen, okay? Now, in your past, as your blockage, okay, this is keeping you from taking the leap of faith. This, what it's really talking about, especially with the Two of Pentacles and the Two of Swords, is that you take too much time trying to make a decision. It's like, oh, well, I have this aspect and I have this aspect, and I know this needs to be talked about. I know this needs to be addressed, but you keep trying to weigh out the odds, okay? This is not the time to do that, okay? You don't want to take too much time trying to weigh out the options, because you already know what option is best. It's when the overactive ego gets involved and starts, oh, well, maybe that's not the greatest idea. Maybe, you should just go this way, or maybe, that's just a little too much for you. This is too scary, whatever the case may be. Don't try to overanalyze it. Don't try to overanalyze it. Tune into your heart, tune into your emotions, listen to what your soul needs, and make the appropriate decision. Okay, you don't have to keep going back and forth trying to figure out what it is that you need. Okay, so then we have in your current energy the moon and the tower. So listen, and this is what I'm saying. So like if you sit there and try to juggle a decision for too long, you're not facing your fears, and it's going to come up. This spirit has this way of really shaking us when we try to avoid making a decision or choosing the direction that is meant for us. They will keep giving us opportunities, but if we choose to ignore for too long, they will get up right in your face and be like, do you see me now? We tried to tell you months ago and you didn't listen. You know, it's like that Aunt Betty that gets in your face and shakes her finger at you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I told you so. This is one of those moments, okay? And this is giving you a chance to tap into your intuition and improve your plans by listening to your intuition and facing your fears. Okay? You will grow stronger from this situation. And with the Tower card, you know, this is not something to necessarily be afraid of, but it is something that's very unexpected and tends to shake things up. It's something that we don't really see coming, but instead of like fearing the outcome and being resistant to change, we just need to understand that if things are being shaken up in this way, then it's obviously because it was set on a faulty foundation, and it's time to rebuild that on a stronger level, right? And it's giving us this freedom to choose how we want to rebuild our life, or this certain area of our life. Be open to the opportunities that change brings, right? Instead of fearing what change is bringing, embrace it, okay? So then moving into your later in the week, it could be just something that you're moving towards in general, but this is really what they want you to take a leap of faith on, because they have you with the Three of Staffs and the Knight of Cups. Now, the Knight of Cups talks about, you know, offers that are being given to you, and it really makes your heart activated. Okay. Oh, hi, Carly. Nice to see you, hon. But this is something that definitely gets the heart activated. Now, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic offer of love. Could be career, could be anything. But this is something that you called in by facing your fears, okay? So I will say the water signs, though, Carly, are going through quite a doozy this week, but it's always for the better, you know? So with the Three of Staffs being here, you've already chosen what direction you need to go in. You know that there is the next step that needs to be taken. So it's by listening to your heart and what's activating your heart space, okay? And being a little more optimistic about where you're heading, okay? It's not focusing so much on the crossroads that you've just come through. It's about, okay, well, you know, I've come through this threshold. I'm choosing this direction. Now I'm just waiting for my cup to come in. And you know that it's coming because your heart is aligned with it. So don't try to overanalyze and juggle for too long that you forget how to even make a proper decision for yourself without relying on everyone else. You know, you can't please everyone. So you have to understand that this is time for you to listen to what your heart is leading you towards, if that makes sense. Okay? So I hope that helps you. And listen, this is a brand new spread. I've never done these before, so please let me know how they resonate with you. And I hope it gives you some clarity about your week ahead and things that might come up. So please, if you resonate with me or these readings, please make sure that you like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a comment, let me know how this resonates with you. And if you need more clarity on your personal situation, then you can always request a private reading. And if you don't need a private reading but would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate everyone who is trusting me with these messages and allowing me to do what I am meant here to do. And just thank you from the bottom of my heart. I am eternally grateful, and I wish you all the best of luck this week. Hopefully it will change up next week and get a little more positive, but you got to do the work, y'all. You got to do the work. So with that being said, I wish you the best of luck, and I will talk to you all very soon.